All right, our next performer is amazing. Educator from the Midwest, content creator, does burlesque, does comedy. Amazing human. I want everybody to make a lot of noise for Nathaniel, honey.
Applause going for the wait staff, doing an awesome job in an awesome room. Also save some tips for the performers, the dancers, and then the kittens working the stage. My name is Nathaniel, honey. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. I'm having a really good time here. It's beautiful outside. I'm on summer break right now. I'm loving that part. I'm really loving that part. It's been amazing. I got to travel a bit. My sugar mama took me out to Leavenworth. It's great. I have to gather sugar mama out here. I know in Seattle there's a wide range of the gender spectrum that people participate in, so sometimes it's just a glucose guardian. I'm a teacher out here, so I don't make enough to kind of compete on that aspect. So, you know how it is. Thank you. You know how it is being broke. All my tips are going to pay for safety scissors, so that's what I'm going to spend my money on. And bluey stickers, so it's going to be a nice summer going into a nice. Thank you so much. I'm going to tell you about Leavenworth. Have you been to Leavenworth before? You know Leavenworth? Some of you aren't not familiar with the area out in eastern Washington. It's a treasure known as Leavenworth. It's an amazing place because I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Wisconsin. A city called Milwaukee. So not a lot of people knew about until this Netflix series called Dahmer came out. Then, like, when people out here heard I was from Milwaukee, when white people heard I was from Milwaukee, they were really into it. It's like white people really love serial killers and mass murderers. It's their favorite thing. You talk to them, they knew all their stats like their Pokemon. That's what it is, you know. I think that's one of the main pillars of white supremacy and white culture. When they say white people have no culture, that you guys do. Serial killers and mass murderers. White culture is mass murderers, eugenics, and specialized diets for dogs. I think that's what it is. People heard I was from Milwaukee, from that same area that Dahmer was prowling in. I'm from that part of Milwaukee, the north side. People were very, very excited about the Jeffrey Dahmer show. You ever meet a white feminist that really likes serial killers? Raise your hand, no judgment. Raise your hand if you are a woman who has a favorite serial killer. Yeah, you know, it's just kind of like, think like, what's it, Charles Manson had the swastika on his tattoo. In prison, he got fan mail. I know, right? White people love serial killers. Ted Bundy, who got away with everything that he did, got caught, then walked out of prison because he had the confidence of a 5'10" white man. White people love serial killers. Barack Obama, white people love serial killers, I tell you. Absolutely, absolutely. And he inherited that. Leavenworth is amazing. It's an interesting place. It's a splash zone now. It's an interesting place because it's It's an entire city where white people cosplay as other white people. You know? It's like they all pretend to be like the Germans from The Sound of Music. Not those Germans from The Sound of Music. They vote like those Germans from The Sound of Music. But they like to pretend they're the do-re-mis, not the Nazis, is the difference. So I've seen a lot of white people. I've experienced a lot of white culture in my 40 years of life, but never have I seen white people appropriate another culture like they do in Leavenworth. Have you ever seen a vulture eat another vulture? It's like a symbol of a snake eating itself. That's Leavenworth. It's been interesting out here. I had a great school year, but I teach kindergarten, which thank you so much. After a couple years, you kind of fall into a groove you understand, because 5-year-olds kind of come in like preset templates. They have just like one interest that's their entire personality, you know? Like when you give a white man a book. I have a kid who talks about sharks. They discover sharks, all they want to do is, exactly. And then they learn more new things every day than they learn about dinosaurs. Have a kid who has like their favorite dinosaur, or if they have a specialist, they know every single dinosaur. Any dinosaur kids here? Yeah. What's your favorite dinosaur? Ankylosaurus? Ooh, you gotta love it. Armor everywhere on the back, got a mace at the end of its tail, breaking ankles. That's a good fucking dinosaur. Ankylosaurus. You got kids who like, heavy machinery. They like trains, they like jet planes, things that are loud. They go fast. They always grow up to become Republicans. Or they transition. It's like a real life trolley problem. They just hate themselves and other people forever, or then they love to love themselves, and then it's like a brand new world unlocked. It's amazing. Favorite type of kids that come into my classroom, and the kid with a little bit of an edge. Kid walked into the room, strutted in with the confidence of a child that knows how to use Velcro shoes. Type of child with the parents that says, this child needs a rat tail. First day of school last fall, he walked into the room. I said, good morning, child. He looked at me and smirked and said, bad morning. He thought of that all by himself. Resisting authority on day one. Yes. I became the man in this situation. I got to make sure that that's nurtured, that curiosity is nurtured. We bonded over Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was amazing for me, because when I was 5, I loved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And all these years later, it's kind of like how people use the Myers-Briggs white supremacy letters. That's how you kind of understand other people. That's how you use Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or like how people use astrology. If you got a strong sense of duty, a solid code of honor, you're Leonardo the Blue Turtle. If you got a rough exterior but a heart of gold, you're Raphael the Red Turtle. If you're neurodivergent and fuck computers, you wear a vibrator around your neck, you're probably Donatello, the Purple Turtle. But me, I'm Michelangelo, the party dude, But like everyone, we're complex human beings. We contain multitudes, because I'm like a Michelangelo Leo rising. It's one of my favorite things to do throughout the school year is send CRT home. I start, right when we come back from winter break with Dr. King's birthday. That's when we start Black History Month, and I keep it going throughout the year into Women's History Month. Keep it going into April, keep it going through in, right till we go into Pride Month. So we're still learning about amazing people that have made this place and this world that we live in a bit better just by genuinely being themselves. And if it's not for one purpose, it's just to draw out a MAGA dad. Otherwise, they don't come to parent-teacher conferences. They don't really participate. But if there is some critical race theory in their child's classroom, they show up. But they still only just want to ask one question. And when they finally get that time to talk to me, they only ask one question. They don't care about their child's interest. They don't care about what they've been learning, what we've been discussing. They just want to ask one question. And they ask me the same question that every conservative white man in the Pacific Northwest would ask someone that looks like me. They look at me in the eyes and they say, "Will you fuck my wife?" My name's Nathaniel, honey. Y'all have a wonderful evening.
Oh my gosh, keep it going for Nathaniel, honey! Is there one person that you have not fallen in love with? Honestly. Oh my gosh.